Hello, bonjour. My name is Elke Winter. I'm a professor of sociology at the University of Ottawa, the Université d'Ottawa. In this little clip, I'm trying to answer one question. Why should anyone living in Canada be interested in doing German studies? At first sight, the two countries seem very different. Germany, on the one hand, has a long history, has traditions, is also known for a very xenophobic country, at least in the past, as we know with Nazism and the Holocaust. Canada, by contrast, prides itself to be all the opposite, welcoming, multicultural, cherishing diversity. So, is there any parallels? Well, if we look closer, then the two countries share indeed a lot of elements, particularly in the past. And here I'm thinking about the first sociologists, who were still very influential. You think maybe about Marx, Durkheim and Weber. Max Weber, for example, struggled at the beginning of the 20th century, a long time, to think through issues of race and the biological understanding of the social, where differences between us and others seem to be a result of almost instincts and repulsion between whatever, black and whites, Christian and Jews, and so on. And he came up with a sociology that actually looks at individual motivations. Why do people want to be together? Something else that the German thinkers at the time had to work through is the overpowering presence of France. Canada too knows what it means to have a strong neighbor to the south. And the German thinkers, the Romanticists, for example, were starting to develop a theory of how to cherish diversity, that it is important to keep one's identity. Now, not everything what the Romanticists were saying is good. They were also a bit parochial, they were also a little bit chauvinist and tended to essentialize, to kind of fix the others in their identities. But authors like Max Weber have a lot to offer. They look at ethnicity as something relational. We only know who we are by not knowing who we are. Our identity shifts into context over time, whether we're young, whether we're old, whether we're in groups. And since his theory has so much to offer, we find Weber being cited in much of the modern literature on ethnicity and multiculturalism, even in Canada. So if we look then, or have a second look about the relationship between what German studies can offer to Canada, then we see that there's a lot of intellectual thinking that is parallel, that we can draw upon, and that actually it makes sense to be interested in German studies when you live in Canada. Not only in the past, but also in recent developments and in issues of immigration and ethnicity today.